All right, welcome everybody to the distribution demo time. Today I'm going to try to go through and work with Mitch's MR, um, and that is running ChaosKube. Keep wanting to say Cube Monkey, but ChaosKube against a running instance of GitLab. So I've got the latest chart up and running in an environment, which you should be able to see through K9S right now. And next step is to go ahead and deploy kubechaos. So let me, sorry, I should have been already into that directory. All right, I'm just going to deploy the chart by hand, and we'll start to see what happens. So, that should have been killed. Okay. Supposed to email. Let me just kill the email. There we go. All right. Don't need new versions, can't pull the latest version, and let's just make sure it goes in the right namespace. I don't want to wait 10 minutes. I was starting to look at the, where did that web page go? I started looking at the configuration of kubechaos a little while ago. See if there's any interesting things. Interval, there is an interval. Okay, let's just update the interval. Okay, that's a lot more rational. Okay, so, and it looks like it's already starting. It's terminating the back end. So we got things going. I have, let's zoom that. Whoops, wrong one. And so chaos monkey. Let's see, we can do all. Should already have cube system. Sorry, I'm already saying chaos monkey again. Chaos cube. Right there, right at the very top. So it is running. I'd expect it to run a little bit more, but okay, so that's good. Really, the key thing I was looking at is let it start killing things and make sure that the application is still responding. I have, let's see, a new share, that guy. So here's the, whoop, I just shared the wrong window. Thought it looked like, oh, there it goes. Now it has a green border. Okay, so I have a web browser into that installation. And now the only thing I have not really ever done, I believe there is QA scripts that will do an automated test that you can just run manually. It'd be nice to just sort of sit there and run the test, but I wanted to say, if I remember correctly, it runs for quite a while. Does anybody know how long it typically runs?
The runtime of that is generally under 10 minutes.
Oh, really? So we could actually let it run here and see if we get any failures. Let's kill the task runner. All right, so if that's the case, why don't we go ahead and start that up. Switch back to my terminal. And so far, everything looks fairly decent, killing stuff, but restarting, which is what we'd expect. Whereabouts is the QA script? I was looking through the Helm chart stuff earlier. I did not see anything there. I think there's a QA repo, is there not? Okay, IQA is click driven. Okay. Suppose a QA command on your system. Okay. Sorry, I should have looked at this a little bit earlier, see if I get it set up before the demo. There we go. Execute QA. I wonder. Alex, okay. Feature flag for, we'll leave that alone. I think I usually have a lot of problems with, we have like Ruby version set and so forth, which drives my Ruby crazy. Wonder if that's what we're seeing here. I'm gonna have to, okay, good. Oh, constant name. Address. Scenarios URL. Oh, I'll just do this. Looks like. I will leave that off too. Wait a sec. There's manage H, same thing, right? Yep. All right. I give a little bit. Any suggestions from people that typically run GitLab QA? Am I thinking of this wrong, or is there something else I need to add?
I haven't run it by hand in a little while, but
Yeah.
as far as I know, the steps should still be accurate from the documentation page.
See if I can find
I'm
that.
seeing you're running Ruby 2.6.3, which is about the right level for what is needed here. This shouldn't be giving you a lot of problems. Wrong constant name URL.
Yeah, well, that would every time I tried to use an option, I would get that.
An option?
Yeah, so originally I started out with address, and that's what it was, wrong constant name address. It's like,
Okay. The documentation and the process that I've always followed is actually just set through environment variables.
Okay.
I've never actually tried to run it with tac address before.
The up in the repo, they don't have much. They have, and then they run QA tests against your GDK setup. And I was looking at that a little bit,
Okay.
and that's
We
saying on the
have
whole
a full
page.
guide that at least worked the last time I tried it.
Okay. Let's see. That just takes me back to the repo. All right, I'm not finding the page on running since I'll keep looking for this, and sounds like something we need to get into our handbook.
It's at the bottom of that page.
Bottom of that page. All right, let's get a chat. One more. Ah, there it is. Ah, thank you. Okay, index. There we go. All right. Get the gem loaded. They actually run the Docker. Okay. All right. Actually, I've got the gem loaded. You don't need Docker.
No, you should
Uh,
follow that.
okay. This is should be 1210, right?
Unless you specifically said deploy, global.gitlab version 12.10, it's not going to be 12.10, it's going to be master. So you're going to want to use GitLab version nightly.
There it is. No, I mean, I deployed the latest chart, which is 12.10.1.
Okay, if you deployed that, then sure. If you explicitly deployed an actual tagged version, then yes, you're going to want to set
Right.
to whatever that version is. You got a space.
Yep. All right. So we've installed the gem. Damon's running. Now we need username, password. Okay.
Future improvement, scripting this would be handy.
Yeah. Be handy and it'd be nice to just throw it in the scripts in the charts. All right, I need to generate a token.
You don't necessarily have to use the GitHub portion. You can just skip that.
Okay. Oh, the GitHub. I'm sorry. I saw access token. I'm thinking it was one of the tokens off the server, off the running instance.
Yeah, in that particular case, it just means that when it doesn't have that access token, QA will skip the GitHub importer tests.
Makes sense. I think you'll see probably an MR later today with a new script. I have a license, and that should be good. Okay. All right, we're pretty much at time, but I'll let this continue running and see if we can find anything. I'm actually thinking maybe ChaosKube should be set to 1 minute. Let it just like really just bang on the instance.
I would generally agree. We need to test it by at least reducing it to 1 or even 2 minutes.
Yep.
Get it to happen more often.
Well, it's at 2 minutes right now. I lost my page I had that had the settings on it again. I have to go find the site, see if there's anything else we can turn up to. Oh, there. No, that's power level. There we go. It'd be nice to see if there's something that would really just bang on it hard. What have we got? Requests, merge. That's all these code owners as approvers. Just look at the image shot. I have to zoom back because it's going to wrap.
Yeah, that'll be inside the container. Fairly certain you don't have home GitLab
Yeah, so
on your machine.
Yeah, I wasn't even thinking about that till you just said. Yeah, so I'll the script will export or have you load a temporary directory to store the results in.
Okay, so my immediate question is can we see any logs coming from the Unicorn containers?
Sure.
Do you have Stern installed?
I thought I did at one point. I don't typically use Stern, but I can give it a try.
Well, the other way is you can actually use K9S and watch the logs from the entire deployment.
Right, that's what I was going to do.
Okay.
It was just running the now logs from the entire deployment. Is that just
so if you go to the deployments page?
Yeah.
So :deployment.
Yeah, I'm not on the. There we go. Okay. And then just logs. There we go.
And pull that up. Go down to Unicorn and press L.
Yep.
Effectively, if we get actual errors, we should see application level errors from these pods, is the idea. Now, the errors that happened earlier
are way up there, yeah.
Yeah.
I guess this would be all the logs from the start of the lodge, isn't it?
Well, it automatically follows, so it's just going.
Well, it's following now, but yeah, I mean, there's a, was it auto scroll today? No, what was it? There was a toggle auto. Yes.
It's right up there at the top.
Oops. Oh, above I was looking at just the window itself.
Yeah, the quick help.
Yep. That's as far back as it goes. And but we should have a lot more than that.
And there is a lot more. It's just K3S doesn't pull it all.
I thought it. Well,
It doesn't pull all of it if there is a
only
lot.
Oh, okay. Or is it just when you first go into it, starts from there?
When you do it from deployments, it will Kube control, the API will only hand you so much because you asked for all the logs of all the containers.
Okay.
So it will only hand you so many lines. If you went to an individual container and hit logs, it will give you more.
Yeah, but we don't know which container had the failure in it. Yeah.
Right.
Okay. All right. Well, we're pretty much at time. Does anybody got questions or anything else they want to see?
I don't have anything off the top of my head, and I don't see questions being raised. So,
Yep. I would say we call it.
Yep, looks like a wrap.
And I will plan on putting a script together to run the QA suite against the Helm chart, get it into the Helm repository, so it's easy to run.
so let's make sure we get that tacked into the notes from today and actually create an issue to follow that.
Yep.
We may have other priorities first.
Yeah, but that should be I mean, yeah, okay. I was gonna say it should be a pretty straightforward, simple thing to do.
Should, but it could be anywhere up to 3 hours, and we have deliverables that we need to make sure we get to.
Okay.
Go
All
ahead
right.
and create the issue for now, and then we can decide when to work on it.
Right.
Okay.
Cool. Thanks, Gerard. I'll go ahead and stop the recording. Have a
Sounds
good
good.
one.
Thanks,
Have a
Gerard.
good day.